Goeiedag! Good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And before I get into this video, let me just make it very clear that tonight your time, I'm sleepy in because it's early morning my time, and I've had 3 live streams in a row, 3 nights in a row, and I'm taking a break. Yeah, the old fart needs a break. So I will be putting up videos, but they will be probably Saturday morning Johannesburg time, or early morning Johannesburg time. So it's not that I've gone missing in action, it's just that I'm taking a break. And while we're talking about South Africa, and we're talking about the National Health Insurance scam, not scheme, scam, and we're talking about public hospitals, consider this situation that's just come to the news. An 84-year-old man's treatment at the Tshwane District Hospital for dehydration left his wife shocked when she allegedly found him tied down to a hospital stretcher, lying in his own excrement. Judith Roberts said she took her husband Arnold to the hospital on Monday, the 30th September. However, because of queues, her husband couldn't be treated immediately. Thus, she was forced to leave him overnight. Roberts said she sent a relative to check up on him the next day, but the relative couldn't find him in the ward where the staff said he was supposed to be. She said, "I was shocked when I found him the next day. Not only did I find him in a different ward, but he was tied to a hospital stretcher and his back was covered with his own feces." The hospital's chief executive, Dr. Nang So, however, denied that he was covered in feces. Yeah, she would. According to our records, he had an adult diaper on all the time and never passed a stool while in the hospital. Over 48 hours? You got to be joking. Roberts contested Sue's account that her husband was found undressing himself. Sue also said that Arnold was uncooperative and delirious, and that he removed the drip and was on antibiotics intravenously. Roberts replied, "That is not true. Arnold couldn't even hold a glass of water, and he eats through a straw. He can't walk on his own. I even wash and dress him. So how can he undress himself?" The hospital further claimed that Arnold was tied down for his own good. It denied allegations that he was tied up in a room along with other patients. Sue said, "When we investigated the dates and the areas where the patient was nursed, there were no other patients that were tied down. The hospital does not have any ward where patients are tied down. With the medical records, please note that Mr. Roberts was confused and restless. Even if he wanted to argue, he can barely talk. We communicate using hand signs, or I have to read his lips." Roberts claimed that her husband was strapped so tightly with leather straps that his left arm's mobility had been compromised. She said Arnold had also developed a large lump on his back following his return from hospital. Sue said Roberts' husband was tied down to prevent an injury. Sue said, "The condition of the patient warranted him to be restrained and nursed in a bed with side rails raised to prevent him from falling and harming himself." The Silverton couple, who have been married for 29 years, vowed to never set foot in a hospital again. Roberts is also planning on taking the hospital to court. Here we go. Here's another legal action. I reckon this is a no-brainer. He's going to win. Roberts said, "I work at the new High Court. I'm in the legal industry and I'm consulting with a legal advisor on how to hold the hospital accountable." The Tshwane District Hospital said they were aware of the long queues but have discussed this problem at district level. It is further said it was working on a quality improvement plan to shorten waiting times at the hospital. Sue said there are several ways for patients who feel mistreated to complain. She said, "There are unit managers or shift leaders day and night, a patient care office after hours and at night, a quality assurance coordinator during office hours. There are complaint boxes around the hospital and in strategic areas. There are photos of our senior managers with their contact numbers. Do you have any further information about this story? Please let me know." Now, all I can say is that I know who I believe, and it's not the woman who works at the hospital. They're a complete disgrace. Can you imagine how it's going to go pear-shaped under a national health scam? Absolutely ridiculous. All right, guys, just remember, Friday night I'm going to be missing in action, but there will be a lot to read on Saturday when you get up in the morning. Take care. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for the updates, please like the video, please share the video, and above all, stay safe. Bye for now.